you're skinny fat. You aren't stacked and jacked like yours truly, even though I'm a bit pudge at the moment. With that being said, you're skinny fat. You need some assistance, and you're wondering why cutting down all this weight hasn't got you stacked and jacked. You're not shredded. You still got a little bit of pudge there. Why is it? Let's unpack it, friends. Essentially means we're probably carrying about 15% body fat. That's what somebody said who's skinny fat means to me, right? They've probably got hips, they've probably got a bit of man titty, and they pretty much have probably a little bit of belly fat. So it's like belly fat that like kind of really won't move. It looks stubborn anyway. You haven't been able to get rid of it because you've not gotten lean enough to do so. What should we do always if we are someone that is skinny fat, or if we have a higher percentage of body fat, 15%? We should always aim to get to 10% or below before we make any moves about bulking. If you're a newbie, what you need to do is just focus on lifting weights correctly, and you will get some newbie gains even when you are cutting. You will gain muscle mass and decrease body fat at the same time when you first start training. You're ahead of every other cunt. People take steroids to be able to do that. People get on the gear to be able to gain muscle and lose body fat at the same time. And you are blessed enough to be skinny fat and have this opportunity right in front of you in order to gain muscle, lose body fat at the same time. So let's get cracking. Let's have a go. This is the best stuff that you can do. Calorie deficits, photos, measurements, and track your progress month on month is going to be my preferred way of doing it, because that's going to make a big enough difference for you to be motivated. Now with your weight though, scales, you want that to be weekly. Scales weekly simply because it is easier to your diet week to week than it is to measurements. Think of your measurements, I suppose, as the macro, the scale as the micro. So if you're tracking your calories, you've got everything in line, you're going to be losing weight week on week. If you aren't doing that, the scale's going to go up, so therefore your measurements and everything else will go up too. So the scale weight's a really good way of seeing if you're going in the right direction or not. And if you're skinny fat, you need the scale be going down, down, all the way down. How long should this take? However long it needs to. But the key thing you need to remember is this magic number here, below 10%. Now you can go get a DEXA scan if you really want, but those things are wildly inaccurate. I've seen a lot of results on those. I myself was like 3% body fat on one when I was probably like more like 7 or 8% body fat. So I just don't like them. My favorite is photos. Compare that with other photos and maybe even ask a coach or something like that to see if you are actually underneath 10% body fat. That is going to be the best way you can do it. But if you really want, just hop on the DEXA and that thing will probably tell you that you are, and then you can bulk from there. But if you still look skinny fat and you can't solve the problem, dropping your body fat is going to be the #1 way to get rid of that, because you can move that body fat. You just haven't dieted hard enough to see the differences. Okay? Hope this video helps. Enjoy the newbie gains. And if you didn't like this video, then fuck yourself as per usual. Team, if you like that video, be sure to click here for your next video, or here for something that you may like, all that sort of stuff. And make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell to make sure you get all our videos. We make at least one video daily on a different topic. See you on the next one.